Good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our session today, where we're going to be showing you Genially and how to create your first interactive lesson from scratch. My name is Conchi, and I am part of the Genially team in the US. I am connecting from Atlanta, Georgia today. I am super excited to see all the places you guys are connecting from. I'm super excited for this session in partnership with Google and with the Google Innovators and Trainers. I've been wanting to connect with the Google community for a long time, so I'm just super grateful that you would let me share Genially with you today. There's gonna be some special benefits for everybody who is watching today or watching the recording later some other time. I'll explain those towards the end of the session. And I'm gonna take about 25 minutes, no more than that, okay? So hopefully it could be short, sweet, and really useful for everybody to learn about Genially. So without further delay, I am going to share my screen. Nice to meet everybody, okay? And let's get started here. So Genially is a tool that brings your content to life. And when we talk about content, we're talking about classroom materials, presentation, courses, infographics, posters, anything you can think of in terms of content, you can create with Genially. In the session today, we're going to cover or discuss what is Genially, just to give you a brief introduction. I will show you some examples of how Genially can be used in the classroom, just to show you the potential that the tool has and get you started. And I will do a little hands-on demonstration and create a Genially from scratch, like step by step. And towards the end, I will explain the benefits for the Google Trainers and Innovators today that I hope you're gonna be excited to learn about. Even though you all gonna have access to a premium plan, Genially has a very robust free version. There's a lot you can do with the free version, so don't feel shy to recommend Genially to other teachers. You have unlimited number of creations with our free version, and as I said, there's still a lot you can do with it. So I would encourage you to recommend us if you like us. Genially, as I said, is a content creation tool, and the idea that came behind the creation of Genially was we were seeing that the way we teach and communicate is changing day by day, even more now with the COVID. And we were still using programs and tools that were 20 or 30 years old. So we thought something had to change. We needed to change the way we communicate and we share content with our students. And you're gonna see what I mean very nicely in this example here. So on this side of the screen, you have a static content. That's the traditional way of communicating, we can say, with the flat text, an image, and a link. If I click here, I will be taken outside the presentation or the activity, and I will lose my audience, my students there, okay? On the right side of the screen, you have exactly the same information, but it's done interactive with Genially. And first of all, it's more visually appealing, it's prettier, right, or fancier, but most important, the information is much easier to digest for the students. They're able to explore the content by themselves and discover all the information and digest that in a much friendlier way. This YouTube link that we had in here, you have embedded in here, okay? So you don't have to go anywhere. You can embed any type of content within your Genially creation. So for example, another thing you could embed, this is a YouTube video, but you could embed Google Maps, for example, and you can see the maps in real time, and you can go places, from your creation, which is pretty cool. You can embed a form, really, you can really embed anything you can think of. So we can say, with the static content or the traditional content, you would be potentially putting your students to sleep, and with the interactive content, you could be engaging your students, okay? . The problem until now had been that this type of animated content, and everything that you're seeing now is created with Genially, this type of animated and interactive content was very expensive or hard to develop. You either had to be a programmer, you either had to be a designer, or you had to hire somebody to do it because it was just so difficult. But with Genially, we've created a super powerful tool that anybody with basic computer skills can master. You can create this type of professional grade materials with basic computer skills, and it's affordable for everybody, okay? As I said, it's free. The free version is very robust, and then there's some excellent premium plans as well. So you can level up your classroom materials with Genially. And in this slide, you're gonna see, I've been talking about classroom materials, but in this slide, you're gonna be able to see the 12 different categories of creation within Genially. So once you go into Genially, you're gonna see this type of, all these categories, excuse me. So you can create presentations, dossier, learning experiences, interactive images, infographics, personal branding, social media assets. So there's a lot to it. You would normally need 5 or 6 tools to create everything that Genially allows you to create. But with Genially, you only need the one, okay? So hopefully that saves us some time and money. And I'm gonna show you some examples, okay? In the presentation example, I have a STEM interactive lesson example, okay? So I'm gonna click through it a little bit so that you can see how beautiful the presentation is. And you get so many different layouts, examples on the slides. So just to give you an idea, this template comes with 47 slides. So it's 47 different layouts that you can pick from. Normally what I do is I select all the slides within the presentation or the creation that I'm going to use, and then I delete the ones I'm just not going to use. Okay, but just to give you an idea how rich the creations are. As an example for an interactive image, I want to show you a cell, okay? Because the cell has many tricky parts that if you read about them can be a lot, but if you show them like this, can be pretty fun and easier to digest the information, as I said before. So this takes no time this is the easiest type of creations you can do. It's just a photo, you add the little button guys, and you add the interactivity. So I always recommend to get started with an interactive image. And I'm gonna show you an infographic. We have horizontal infographics and vertical, but because I know choice boards are very popular in the US, and at least that's what we see, I wanted to share this template. Choice boards, you know better than me how to use a choice board, so they're great for that student choice component in the classroom. So you can make them interactive with Genially and add different activities and points on each tile, okay, that the student could pick from, okay. Okay, what can I show you now? I'll show you gamification. I have a really fun breakout here that I want to show you. This is a template as well, okay. And you can build this very easily as well, okay. So you can type your instructions, you have your characters, okay. And then you have your missions, and you have to unlock, you have to go through all of them in order to get to the final mission. So you see, and you have to fill in the blanks in this case. So you can either get it right, or if I'm gonna make a mistake, so you can kind of see how it goes, okay. So it's a lot of fun. Students love this type of creations. They're fun, okay. So yeah, social media assets as well. For Twitter, this can be done very fast. Okay, this might not be loading right now. Okay, I'll try something else. Personal branding. All right, so this type of personal branding creations are great for either a resume or introduce yourself to the classroom. You know, you can do a Genially and About Me. You can have your students, depending on the age of the students, but you can have them also create like an About Me page or section to introduce themselves. So a lot of possibilities. Okay, I'm gonna keep going and I will share the presentation. Let's see if the social one will share now. Will load now. There we go. So these are just really simple click to actions, and they're great for Twitter and social networks. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So you've already seen like the recipe for success for Genially is the interactivity, being able to apply interactivity to any element within your creation. You can apply interactivity really to anything. The animation as well, like things move and you're able to draw attention whatever you want to. The monitoring, you can, this comes with a premium plan. You have to, you can see the performance of the presentation or creation you have done. And integration, you've seen integrations with YouTube, there's integration with Google Maps and Forms and other Google tools, and Twitter as well. This is a live Twitter feed. So, you know, you can also embed a Twitter feed if you're sharing some news. Okay, you can do that live. Okay. So we brought together the best of Office tool and design tools combined together with the templates. We have a big design team, a very talented design team, and they're adding brand new templates every couple of weeks, so you never get bored of the templates. We are headquartered with a Spanish company, so we're located in Cordoba, in the south of Spain. That's where the main office is located, but then we have offices in the US as well. And we're a global company, so we have 10 million users worldwide. The company has been growing a lot in the past few months, and it is available in English, Spanish, and French. So if you have friends that speak other languages, they can also use Genially in those languages. And below you can see some of the colleges and universities that use Genially. Genially can be used K-12 and also higher education levels, so it's useful for everybody. It's a very versatile tool, so it comes handy. And these are some of the awards that we've won during the past year. One is from the American Association of School Librarians. Librarians use Genially a lot. And also another one that you might know is the GISA Awards. This is awarded during BET. BET is a big EdTech show in London normally, and we won Best EdTech Startup of the Future. It doesn't say what it says of the future, said the award. Okay, I'm going to keep going now, and I'm gonna start with the demo portion. Okay, so now is when you are going to see how to create that Genially from scratch. So I'm clicking here, and this is taking me to Genially, to the editor, okay? Because I'm already logged in. What you can see are my presentations. Normally, what you would see is this. Create Genially, and here you have the 12 different categories that I talked to you about before. Before I go into any of those, I wanna tell you that there's an inspiration section where you can see creations from other educators, teachers, anybody. You know, we have people that share their creations, and not only share them for you to see. If they have this little sign, circle sign, that means they are reusable. So you would be able to take an activity from another very kind teacher who shared it, and you can reuse it, that same activity, and edit it and make it your own. Okay, I thought I would let you know that. And now going to the demo, I'm gonna show you how many templates also you get in each category. So I'm just gonna go into presentation to show you, just for you to have an idea of, this is the one I show you the stem, but there's a lot of designs, and it's just, as I said, and the design team is adding new ones every couple of weeks, okay? So hopefully you'll never get bored of Genially, okay? All right, I'm gonna go back. For this creation, I'm gonna do a Frida Kahlo activity, okay? For the purpose of the demonstration, I'm gonna use a template that I find in personal branding. As you can see, even though if you have templates in a different category, you can use them for whatever you would like. So I'm gonna head down to the template that I want. I know the one it is this one down here, okay? And I'm gonna click it. And before I select the template, I can preview it, okay, from here without loading it in the editor, let's say. So you can preview it. If you like it, I say use this template, okay? And it's a resume template, but you're gonna see we're gonna make something different with it. You're gonna see how easy it is to make too. It only takes a few minutes. Great, so now I am in the editor. This is my workspace. Here I'm in pages, so I have my slides here, and in this side you have all the options, all the menu with the options, okay? The first thing I'm going to do, since this template has several pages and I only want the top one, I'm going to delete, going to this recycling bin. I'm just going to delete the page that I don't want. As I said before, I normally load the whole template, and if I wait until the end and then delete the ones I didn't use, you know, but I might need them for something, so I always load the whole thing unless I know what I'm going to do. So anyway, template, I'm going to delete whatever I don't want. So I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, okay? And now I'm gonna, just with the mouse, I'm gonna drag this a little bit closer together. If I drag this, I leave the underline behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna select the underline, and you see the moment you click on something, this toolbar changes according to what you're clicking on, and you get a little menu on top with options. So in this case, it's giving me the option to group it. So I'm gonna group it, so when I move it, I don't leave anything behind, okay? Cool. So now I'm going to change it from experience to works, okay? And from contact to listen. And you're gonna find out why in a minute, because I found a really cool video of Frida speaking with her voice. Okay, Frida Kahlo, okay. And I'm gonna do the interactivities in here. So in order to apply interactivity, you click on the element and you click the little finger here, okay. So once you click the finger, you're ready to apply interactivity. You go to window, and this is the area where you're gonna paste whatever you want to display. So I've already been researching Frida, so I have a little biography here that I'm going to copy, okay, and I'm going to paste in here. Cool, and you can make your window medium, large, or small. I'm gonna leave it medium, okay, and I click save. Remember to click save. Works, for works, I'm gonna do the same thing. You click on the element you want to apply interactivity to, you click on the little interactivity button, you click on window, and I'm gonna do a photo for this one. So as you can see, there's options here. I'm gonna add a photo here. I have ready, so that I can have an example of her works. see if it loads. My connection is a bit slow. Okay, I'm gonna carry on with the website. I'm also going to add a website with a, okay, let me see if that worked. Okay, let me see if I can, let me see if it would let me do the video. Okay, for the video, I am going to go to Window again, and I'm going to go Insert Video with the little camera here, and I am going to, I have the video here on YouTube. It's a YouTube video, as you can see. So I just copy the link from YouTube, not very complicated, and I paste it here. Paste, and I insert. And as you can see, it displays right away. Okay, and let me try the photo again. Okay, it seems like it's not loading right now. I'm gonna try and do the website. Okay, there we go. So the website is displaying. I don't think the photo has loaded, but it seems that we can keep going. Okay, I'm gonna click save. And now the next thing that I'm going to do, is to change the photo, okay, because she's not Frida. So I am going to use the button replace. You could go to image, and in image you have a lot of options to upload images. You can drag from your computer, you can use URL. Genially is connected with Pixabay and Unsplash, so you can pull images from there, from GIF, and you can also pull images from Google Drive or Dropbox, okay? But for today, I'm going to use the replace option that shows here because it's very easy. And I'm gonna go to GIF because I'm going to use one, and I'm gonna look for a Frida Kahlo. I am spelling Frida Kahlo now. Okay. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna use this one. Okay. And I'm gonna hit replace. Okay. And here in the quote, I also have a quote from her that I've been researching as well. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and paste it in here. You can make it bigger. Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger here. All right, there you go. Okay, and now the graphs. This is a really cool feature from Genially, because graphs are interactive with Genially. So you're gonna see, I'm gonna click on them. I am going to click on the options that it gives me. Those are the settings, and you can pick, first thing you can do is to pick a color palette that you like. Okay, so you can do this, and the data, you can enter the data you would like, and it will change automatically. You're gonna see how it changes in the circle. So I'm gonna do empathy 50%, teamwork 25%, organization 10%, and proactivity 10%. And you can change this as well. Okay, you could do Frida, so we can do creativity, for example. Okay, just to give you an idea. Cool. And then I'm gonna do the other one, the skills. Same thing. I click on the settings button, and I do the same color palette so that it matches, and I'm gonna enter the data. Okay, so I'm gonna do 75, and I'm gonna do 10 and 15, and here I'm gonna do painting. Okay, for example, you can do any skills, singing, writing, okay? So you can do any skills, anything you want to enter, you can enter in there. So that's our graph. And the last thing we're going to do, this skyscraper background is not very Frida, so we're going to change it. I'm going to head over to background, and in background I have options again. You can upload from your computer, you can do colors, or you can use one from the library, and that's what I'm going to use, okay? So I'm going to head down. I know the one that I want, so I'll do this. Okay. All right, so there you go, and I'm going to change my base as well, okay? And I'm going to pick exactly the same one because I want it to match, but you could pick any other, okay? So it looks so different from the first, from the template really, and it has a completely different purpose. Is to talk about a character, about a writer, about a scientist, about anything you would want. You can do it, okay? So now I believe we are done. I'm going to hit all set because I'm all set. And I'm gonna name my Genially, and I'm gonna call it Frida for Google Trainers and Innovators, okay? And I'm gonna do all set, okay? And we're gonna view it first of all, okay? There you go. So as you can see, the interactivity, now you click, here's your Genially, now you can click and you can see the information that you enter. Here's the website, the photo didn't load, but it's very easy, you can try it at home. Listen, you have her voice, okay? And you can listen from here, and then the graphs that I told you, look how cool they look, okay? They're interactive and super cool, okay, to look at. And now one more thing I want to show you before I go to the benefits part, it's about sharing. So sharing options, we have a lot, okay? You can share the link with somebody, just share the link and it displays with interactivity. You can get the iframe code and paste anywhere you like. LMS system, you can use these options for your LMS system at the school if you have one. You can send via email, you can share to social media, and I'm sure you would like to see there's a share to Google Classroom with one click. So you just need to click here and it would post to your Google Classroom, okay? So those are some options that you have. And that's it for the demonstration. I hope you will like it. I can send you the example, this example later as well in the email. I will send the example and the presentation so that you have both. And what I'm going to do now is to go to the, explain the benefits as well, okay? So everybody who attended the session today or is watching the recording later, if you're a Google Trainer and Innovator, we're so happy to share with you an Edu Pro plan for 6 months. Okay, so when the session is finished, I'm gonna send an email with either I or maybe May from Google. She would, we will, maybe both. We will send a form to fill out with some information. We need you to be registered on Genially, okay? You need to register for the free version in order for us to look you up and upgrade you, okay? So remember to do that, but this is the form that you are going to receive. This event we have done in 3 languages, so if you're watching the English, I am assuming you speak English, so you would just complete this form, okay? So I'm going to share this with everybody via email. Everybody that signed up in the list for sure is going to receive the email, and I think May then will send to other trainers and innovators as well. Okay, the only thing that we need is that you register on the free version of Genially and you give us that email that you use for Genially. You need to be a Google Trainer and Innovator, and yeah, it's good for 6 months since the moment we activate it. Okay, We will activate it once we gather the emails. We will activate them in a week or two, okay? I'll just email when we do the activations, okay? And that's it, really. Let me see if there's anything left in here. There's the premium features, but I'm not gonna go through them. I want you to take Genially little by little and enjoy it. And you will see, you know, how much you can do with your Edu Pro. And this is my contact information as well. If you have any questions, if you have an idea to help me spread the word about Genially in the US and beyond, reach out to me. I'm available for trainers or trainings or just a little demo in your school, whatever you can think of, let me know. I'm happy to participate. And just to thank everybody, I'm going to put my camera back on just to say goodbye to everybody. Okay, so it's been a pleasure meeting everybody, and I hope we can connect again very soon. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.